Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new. It's just over a year old, almost a year and a half. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you subscribe today, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody, subscribed or not. I love you all. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book one. I've read it out loud live on Facebook and then uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for absolutely free. Just know that book two is already published and available. And all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I offer those. And the information to contact me for one is also in that description box. All right, everyone, so welcome. What I'm doing today is the 11/11 reading. I'm doing this the day before so I can upload it at a good time. But so in a way, this is a little bit predictive, maybe. I don't know. We'll see if there's any predictions that this reading will do, but it's focused on the 11/11 portal. 11/11, I don't know if you know, but the Four of Wands is the 11/11 card. 11/11 is very indicative of twin flame unions, so we'll see if any of that comes up. I've been doing my readings differently. So today I will be using for my main deck the Tarot Mucha, which is my favorite. And then to clarify, I'll be using my new Labyrinth Tarot, which is also my favorite. And I've got my fairies back here, so we're going to clarify if we need to with the Oracle of the Fairies. We may pull some of those at the end. This is by Karen Kay and Ginger Kelly. And then we've got the Vintage Wisdom Oracle here by Victoria Mosley, another one of my absolute favorites. This really talks to me a lot, but we'll see how much time we have for all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me just get this pile out of here and let's start shuffling. So every month has a portal, you know, whether it's 9/9, 10/10, 11/11. The ones that I seem to focus on the most, though, are the Lion's Gate, which is 8/8, and this 11/11 portal. I don't know why. That's just how I do it. So the 8/8 Lion's Gate for me is kind of like a push. To me, it's you know, like when you're on a water slide or something, and you come to this area where there's a mechanism that pushes your raft or whatever forward. I feel like that's what the 8/8 Lion's Gate is. The 11/11 gate is about twin flame, like I said, and balance, okay? The balancing of the masculine and feminine. I know I always talk about that, but that seems to be the big lesson. So, okay, so, oh, okay. What do we got here? Okay, so we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Alrighty, so for these general collective readings, I'm using the Pentacles as our earthly life. This is talking about our 3D reality, okay? We are experiencing what I'm feeling from this is we're experiencing some karma, some not so good karma, okay? When this is right side up, this is I've always called it the boomerang card. It's about the good energy that you put out, how it comes back to you, you know? When you are generous, like this guy who's helping these people who don't have as much as he does, he's See, he's got the scale here. It's very Libra. It's very endings and beginnings and balancing out. These folks don't have as much as he does, so he's trying to create some kind of balance by helping them out. Hopefully he's got a good heart as well. But when I see this in the reverse, when I'm talking about twin flame, when I'm talking about collective readings here, and I'm looking at the state of the world right now, this is saying that what we're going through, we are experiencing some harsh karma. And there's I feel like this is lack mentality. Usually that's the Five of Pentacles. But that's what yep. There's some lack mentality going on here. Let's clarify, since that's a little confusing for me. I hope you like my candlelight type setup. I got these lights. I just think they're just so warm and cozy and inviting looking. So I don't have my light on. I just have more candles. See, this is like, whoa, that is so flippin' bright. It's like, calm down. So I'm just turning it down. I just really like this kind of romantic in a way, but it's also easier on my eyes. It's just lovely. I like the feel of it. Yeah, so I got my little autumn fairies. Oh, come on, Allison. Oh, my fingernails are too long sometimes and they get caught up on the cards. These cards don't want to go back together. Gosh. I like how flexible this deck's cards are. So sometimes I try to, I can go like this, but you know how some other readers can go like this and then they like come together? I can't seem to do that. Oh, okay. So this one they want me to do like this. And when I say they, I mean my guides. Maybe your guides. Big welcome to everyone's guides. Wow, I don't know if this is like this for you on the camera, but these lights tend to make a strobe light effect or something. It's playing with my eyes. Okay, so the world. Yep. This is the whole world. This is everybody. But this is also the end of a cycle. Okay? Kind of like things are cleaning up, you know? Yeah, the world is the end of a cycle. If it had been upside down, it would be like the cycle isn't over, but it is. It's the end. You know, the last reading I said was that we are in the end times. And I did mention, yeah, this is the end of the world, but the end of the world that we have known so far, the end of the destructive, bad karma that we're going through. This is like our life feels poor. Our life feels restricted. Our lives feel, upside down. Everybody. Okay, twin flame or not. Okay, because you know what I've been feeling is that this whole twin flame thing, some people say that there's only 144,000. But the 144,000 also relates to the pineal gland. So that's kind of, it's speculative is what I just heard. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. But what I'm trying to relate here, yeah, it's the end of how things have been, guys. Things have been very warlike. Things have been very lack mentality. Things have been for the last few thousand years, our world has been I try not to say negative things, guys. That's why I'm taking a minute here to put it right. I'm a Libra. I can't help it. But yeah, basically what's going on is the world as we've known it hasn't been all that great. Okay, I mean, we are very grateful, thankful, and blessed for all our blessings and for our beautiful planet, our world. But the way human life has been going on here is not the way Spirit planned, I think, you know, or it's just been going through one of its more negative cycles. And it has to do with beginnings and endings, and there it is. End of this cycle. It's the end of this time that we have been having to deal with so much war and sadness and poverty and hunger and unhappiness, illnesses, other people being in control of things that they shouldn't be because of how they handle their authority, which is incorrect or not what Spirit would want. Okay. Okay. We're going to get out the Mucha Tarot again here. All right, so we got the Emperor on the bottom here, and Spirit drew my attention to it. And so this has been the age of man. That was something that I didn't know how to put when I was showing you these cards. And in the world that we've been living, the age that we've been going through has been called the age of man. And so I feel what that means is it's the age of the masculine. I think that many thousands of years ago, everybody on the planet was very focused on the feminine, okay? And then the last, however many thousands of years, I don't know, maybe 10,000, maybe it could be 15,000, who knows anymore. You know, if you watch Praveen Mohan here on YouTube, you'll see that we have been around for probably millions of years. But anyway, so this time that we've been going through, this age, has been the age of the masculine. And okay, so they want me to talk about the Emperor. The Emperor is a conqueror, is the first thing that I got. This is someone who, this is a warrior. This is someone who knows how powerful they are, and they gather up as much as they can underneath them to rule as much as they can. They go to other kingdoms and queendoms and take over, and then that's what builds an empire. Okay? Like in a business sense, this would be somebody that buys other businesses and creates an empire. This has been what's been ruling our world. Kings, queens, emperors, big businesses. This isn't the Hierophant. So there's this lack of spirit. And I'm not saying that the Emperor has no spirit to him, okay? Because as a ruler, he's a good ruler, especially when he's right side up. But what I feel like what this is saying is that these days of emperors and kings and queens and big business and rich people, all that, people who were conquerors aren't going to be in control anymore. People who are dominating others, that's not what's going to happen anymore. This is also the card of Aries, and what I just felt was that my spirit guides want me to explain that Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. They are like kind of like the children. And so this is what we've been. We've been, I don't know, there's been like, not like, is this our first time around? Or is this like, we've been maybe doing our best with what, you know how children are? They're inexperienced. And so us as a race, which is only one race, the human race, okay? We've been a little experienced, but we have accomplished a lot. We have the power and the energy and the heart to accomplish a great deal, which is what Aries is. Aries is a very intelligent sign. There's this thing about being the first, where you might be inexperienced with some things, but you also come with a lot of knowledge from who you were before you came here. If this is your first lifetime and you're in Aries or something, you come with knowledge from the ethers. Okay, so if there's anybody out there that has never been reincarnated or something, that's what I'm talking about, okay? But that's how we've been. We've been a young race, okay? We're young, we're a bit inexperienced, but we're learning now, okay? We're learning that this type of thing, where one person, an emperor, a king, a queen, a president, or rich people, they're all they're all treated like they're better than other people. I've been watching this anime with my son called Bleach, and I am really loving it. I'm sure a lot of you know what Bleach is about. When it was on, I was a young mother, so I never got a chance to watch it. But right now, the story is focusing on a young princess, and how she's treated differently. She's treated like she's better than everybody, but she's a slave to everybody. So this type of energy isn't going to be focused upon anymore in our new world. Let's just go ahead and put this emperor here. So what I feel like is okay, so this is the root of it. We've gotten used to putting other people up on a pedestal because they were able to conquer others and amass a great deal of authority over whatever. And these days, this emperor is basically the so-called elite. See, I mean, even the name for them, the elite, really? Are they elite? Nobody's better than anyone. All right, let's get another card here from the Labyrinth deck and see what else we want to get from this emperor. What else do you want to say about the emperor? Maybe one day our tarot cards if we even need them anymore, because we really need to focus on everybody being psychic enough to listen to spirit on their own. But if we were to replace the Emperor and the Empress, oh wow, look at, there he is again, guys. There's something big going on with the masculine. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is boss energy that's being worked on. And the Hanged Man is underneath him. So, all right. So this Emperor, I asked for, you know, a little bit more information on him, and I got the Emperor again. So underneath is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is our life being in suspension until we get some sort of enlightenment, until we get a different perspective. Look, that's Ludo. Ludo. Anyway, so we haven't quite gotten the enlightenment yet. Because when the Hanged Man is in the reverse, that's when he has gotten that new perspective. That's when he's gotten the enlightenment he was looking for. Oh, okay, so there was a sacrifice. There's some sort of sacrifice involved with this era that we've been in. And the Emperor made that sacrifice? What's he holding onto? He's got a baby bottle. Sorry guys, I'm going to turn on the light so I can see better. These are dark cards in the first place. Yeah. So he's holding a baby bottle and a ball that says Toby. Because Toby is the baby that Sarah in this movie is trying to save her little brother. This is her father. So he's looking very maternal here compared to this one. I feel like this is the enlightenment that we're looking for. I feel like the Emperor needs to become less warlike, less dominating, less imperious maybe, and becoming more feminine, more nurturing, caring. Knowing that future generations are important, that raising children, raising good people is one of the best things that anyone can offer to this world. Okay? Yeah. So this is the difference. So this isn't the Emperor being clarified by the same energy. Nope. This is a very feminine energy for this Emperor. I feel like it's more fitting for the kind heart of the Emperor. Aries people have very kind hearts. They want to help. They can be very nurturing, very nurturing. My mom is an Aries and she's very nurturing. But this is harder. This is the old days. This is what Spirit is saying we can look forward to with a more balanced Emperor. We have been off balance. Our whole world has been off balance. It's been hard to navigate. Our whole world has been hard to find our way because of these things. Because it's been filled with danger. We are at the end of this cycle, though. And we're still waiting for the masculine energy, which is in everyone. This isn't just Aries, guys, okay? We're waiting for this to turn so that our masculine energy will be balanced. On another note, just so that you know, if this had been focusing on the feminine, a feminine would be more balanced if they're strong, very strong, like independent. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, I gotta turn this off. It's just so bright. Oh, okay, so I just reached for the fairy oracle without thinking about it. So let's put these over here. So far, I really like the message that the strength of the masculine energy in everyone, it needs to be become more nurturing. Sorry if it seems like I'm repeating myself. It's just when I speak things, I can feel if it's true or not. A lot of the times I can, sometimes when something that comes out, I'm trying to say it and it doesn't sound right as I'm saying it. It's almost like a buzzer goes off and goes, no. Let's see. What else? What would you like to tell us, dear little fairies? Now, the fairies are something I saw. No, okay. Don't talk about that. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what it comes out. Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you so much. Let's see what we've got. Alright, so believe in magic. Believe in magic, it says. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Okay, so it's kind of guys, do you know magic is energy? Okay, even if you wanted to look at it as a really old-fashioned sense of the word, magic is energy. So now we know that we all have personal energy. We all know that there's an underlying energy in everything, okay? And it's called spirit. It's called consciousness, okay? So believe in this energy because everything is connected, all right? Now let's see what else we got here. Shine from within. Let me just turn this back on here. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. We are a part of this planet. Fairies, fae people, they are a part of this planet. We are a big part of the magic that goes on our planet. And this shine within, from within, is saying that you are not separate from spirit. There's a piece of spirit within you. I always tell people, if sometimes people understand it better if I say God, but to me, God and Goddess together is spirit. Okay, so there's both masculine and feminine energies, and so together, that is the great consciousness, the great spirit, the one spirit everywhere, okay? So this shine from within is allowing that great spirit within you to be seen. Don't worry about what other people think about you anymore, because you are made exactly the way you were supposed to be made. And we're all a little bit different. We shouldn't all be the same. Now, when we believe in magic, that means opening. We open our mind, we open our hearts. When we say, I don't believe in that energy, or I don't believe in magic, I don't believe in, I only believe in what I see. Sometimes people see magic, sometimes people see ghosts, and they still can't quite seem to grasp it. They still can't accept it. This is saying work on that. Magic is real because energy is real. Consciousness is real. Synchronicity is real. This is also saying the magic that's all around you in nature, the beauty of our planet. We're cleaning it up. This is also be grateful for what you have. We're not separate. There's no such thing as some people being magical and some people not. It only has to do with a belief. Everybody's magical. Everybody has energy. Everybody can shine from within. Not believing in this energy that is all around us is like not believing in spirit, not believing in God, not believing in the divine, however you want to put it. Because what people think magic is not exactly Harry Potter. I'm not Dog and Harry Potter is one of my very favorite stories, and J.K. Rowling is one of my heroes. But magic is not like that. We know that. It's a fantasy. It's fun to see that, the movies and stuff. And, it's energy, though, that we all have within us. And nobody is separate from that. We are all as much a part of this planet and as magical as any fairy, gnome, or elf. Every single one of us. Let's get some stuff from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. I guess I'll just keep the light on. It is rather bright for me. I really like the candle light, but you guys can't see the cards, so. That's why I have 3 candles sitting over here, but it's not really bright enough. Oh well. Just roll with it. Just go with the flow. I'm grateful that I have a light to turn on so that you guys can see it better. And that's how we don't complain. Thank you so much. Oh, my. This deck has a lot to say. All right, so the first card that I got here was gentleness. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with those around you. Speak gently. Act gently. Be considerate and kind. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Be peaceful. This is saying, there was a time of gentlemen and gentle women. Now, I see the word, the word gentleman used for people who just committed a crime. You know, I've seen stuff like, oh, this gentleman just did this and now he's going to jail. These kinds of things that I see on Facebook and on social media. These words aren't being used right because a perpetrator is not a gentleman or a gentlewoman. And also, this idea of a gentleman or gentlewoman that we have in the past is going to change as well, because the gentlemen and gentlewomen in the old days were this. Okay, they were considered the elite. Now, I'll say one thing about that is that there are people out there who know how to be gentle and civilized and kind, because that's what helps them. Well, some people it helps them get ahead, but some people, they're just born that way, or they were raised that way. And some people these days think that those folks that don't retaliate or don't try to dominate others, they just quietly succeed and are happy. Those sometimes people don't respect folks that aren't all dominating. You know, sometimes there's people who are very kind and considerate and soft-spoken, and people seem to think that that's weakness. So there's this look that this woman is giving me too. It's very distrustful. She's a bride or something, you know, and we've got doves of peace all around her, but she looks very almost resentful. Freedom. See, here's another white dove. And then purity. So what I'm feeling is like we can all be gentle, but we all also need a sense of freedom. We want freedom back, okay? And if, I don't know, this has something to do with marriage. When you got marriage and freedom together, I don't know, okay, so for the twin flame that's going on here, okay? I'm feeling like the feminine, she's had this role for a long time. Get married, have children, be a good wife. But right beneath her was freedom. The gentleness of the feminine. She wants to be free. She wants to be independent. Look at her looking at this dove of peace. While these doves are flying away from her, this one is in her hand and looking right at her. Like gentle people have been, maybe because of society, they may have been forced to do things they don't want to do, or be pigeonholed, I just heard, put into a box, or told this is your role now. When what we really want is every one of us to be free. Now, I'm not talking about just women, okay? And we know a lot of women had been married off and all that stuff. And sometimes they still are, for dowries. People don't ask who they want to marry, they're just married off, which is a lot like what's going on in this Bleach anime that I'm watching. But everyone should be free as an individual. Nobody should be told how to be, even if they're very gentle and accommodating. I feel like it's those who are pure of heart that will benefit the most from this new cycle that people as a whole are going through now. Will be going through, rather. This new age that's coming. I believe what will be most valuable to everyone will be this purity. Purity of what? Purity of heart, purity of intention, purity of thoughts, truth. Look at how she's looking at you. When people are genuinely good and they know how to communicate, there will be truth. There will be no reason to be passive aggressive. You'll just be able to look at someone in the eye and speak your truth. This is what Spirit wants us to move towards. Gentleness, freedom, and purity. While she is the symbol of purity, she is very bride-like as well. She's got something over her head. And while she looks resentful, she looks like she knows what she's doing. Because when she is pure of heart and pure of mind and pure of intention and knows her truth, if she marries someone, it won't be because she was told to be a gentleman, to be a gentle person, to be a gentle woman. You know what I mean? It won't be. It'll be because she's free to do so. And vice versa. Okay? So what I'm getting here is that we've been living a very, well, we know what life has been like, okay? Everybody knows what's wrong with the world. Everybody has their idea about what's been wrong with the world, okay? And then there is where we're headed. From here to here. It's the same truthful stare, okay? He's staring at us and he's like, yeah, I'm the emperor because I'm a good leader. I'm an emperor because I'm not fooling around. I'm a good emperor because nobody can push me around, and I do that so that nobody can push my subjects around. But they also better listen to me, or else. This says, I know who I am. I'm comfortable with how I am and what I think. I'm focused on you and I love you, and I want to marry you. That's what she's saying. If she's going to be a bride, she's saying, I know what I'm doing. I see you. And this isn't because anybody told me to do it. This isn't because I see anybody as some sort of authority over me. The purity that is within me, that is spirit, is what I listen to. And I respect that I am part of spirit. And if anything, this person is going to marry another person because the other person knows that. That we're all spirit, that we're all no better and no worse than anyone else. This is someone who has done self-love. This is someone who has gone deep within, who has done the hermit's work, who has done the hanged man's work. This may be an uncomfortable transition, as transitions can be. But where we're going, it's going to be worth it. There's also this feeling that Spirit is in control. Spirit has a plan. Spirit is conscious. Spirit knows everything. Everything. Spirit knows all of your thoughts, sees all of your actions, sees everything that you do and say, all the conversations that others don't see or hear. Spirit sees everything. Spirit sees into your heart and knows your intentions. And once people understand that, this truth, this purity, this truth of a true life is what I'm feeling. Everybody will act better towards one another. Because once everyone has developed their intuition, Spirit won't be the only one who can see the truth. And so everyone, I'm done with the cards, guys. I'm just going to wrap it up here. I'm going to turn this off. Once we all do the work, once we raise children who know to do the work, once we raise children to know that they are magical and that no one is better than the other, and that everybody needs to pitch in different aspects. Like a long time ago, this would have been laughed at. A man with a baby bottle and a burpee over his shoulder and a ball for his son, his child. But now, this doesn't faze anybody, does it? But what it represents is a more balanced masculine. So we've made progress. Nobody's laughing at him now. There's a lot of wonderful, wonderful, caring, beautiful fathers out there right now. And there will be even more. This is the balance. In fact, in this deck, the Empress is the stepmother, since she's the mother of Toby. And she does look very strong. I'm not going to try and find her in the deck, but maybe... Yeah, I got the book here, and I'll just show you guys. I'll have to turn on the light again, guys. Sorry. Right, there she is, okay? So this is the Empress. She's Sarah's stepmother, and she can be a little harsh to Sarah. But this woman is strong. She's got a strength that's very masculine to her, but even though we don't really like her as a character, what I'm showing her for is the obvious difference between these two. Now, for Sarah, for this particular story, her parents, her dad is, her dad, but here he is, this more feminine, masculine, but then there's her stepmother who is in charge. She's the boss. That's very Aries energy. Aries, Emperor energy is boss energy. But when you look at her here, she seems to have that boss energy. Roles would have been reversed a while back, where she was the one with the burpee and the bottle. But it's not that she doesn't love and nurture and feed Toby. It's just she's a strong person who understands that she needs to be strong for her own life. She has her masculine strength, and her masculine has the feminine nurturer. And I think that's what we all need. Let's just see if there's anything left. So I guess the message is, this isn't about, you see a lot of twin flame readings where it's about separation and union. When is that going to happen? What is my masculine thinking? What is the, I see a lot of that stuff. And, you really, that's not what I'm focused on, because oh, look, there she is. There she is. So Spirit is making the point that what I was saying is true, to really understand that feminines balance themselves out with a little bit of masculine energy. Masculines balance themselves out with some feminine energy. So now we've got the Emperor and the Empress. Oh, and underneath it was the demon. Ten of Swords in the reverse. The pain of this demon is over. Okay, you see that? This is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords upside down is when it's really, really over. When it's right side up, there's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of betrayal. But when it's upside down, it's saying that it's over. This toxicity that is the underlying cause of this dysfunctional masculine and feminine dynamics that we've been living with is over. I'm just going to put the masculine and feminine there. Okay, I'm reaching for the Mucha Tarot again. Okay, I guess I'm not done with the cards at all. I just listen to, and I try to put it into words what I'm being told as best that I can, guys. But I'm a writer, and holy moly, I'll just write down whatever, and then I go back later and I edit it, and it sounds so much better. But when it comes to stuff like this, I can't edit my words. I want to communicate clearly. King of Cups in reverse. So, in one of my readings, I was asking Spirit, what do you want from us? What do you want us to focus on? And what I got was the King of Cups. To me, this is not a person, okay? This isn't the masculine or the feminine or anything right now, but even though I see the kings and queens as completely equal, okay? So if this had been a queen, I would say the same thing, but this is the maximum. This is king or queen of your heart. This is the biggest love. And we are currently like this. Currently living in insecurity, currently manipulating people emotionally, not being there for anyone emotionally, not understanding our emotions, not mastering them at all. This is where we are. Spirit wants this. Spirit wants us to love big. Spirit wants us to focus on love instead of money and power. Spirit wants us to understand that Spirit is the epitome of love. This is what Spirit wants us to focus on. Love and our intuition. Let's plug back into Spirit and listen to what Spirit has to say. Make love and Spirit our entire focus. Being kind and emotionally available and loving and nurturing to others. Because right now we're not. All right. All right, I guess that's it. All right, everyone. Well, to sum it up, it's time for us all as a race to focus on love, to focus on being kind and gentle and balancing. But we've been a bit overrun with toxicity. Okay. So, there you go. Let's get rid of all the toxicity and just be kind. You know, just watch the things that you say, even if people say things that you don't agree with necessarily. If you don't have to say, you know, something rude, don't. Just, you know, here's a good exercise. I've been doing this, okay? Try to count how many good things that you say to someone in a day and count how many negative things that you say in a day to people, even if you consider it teasing. And then after you see what you say, then you can alter your behavior in the things that you say yourself. Okay, you have to work on yourself. You don't want somebody to come to you and say, this is what's wrong with you and this and that. And no, we don't want any of that. But what we have to do is look inside and be truthful if we're going to get anywhere. So just see, what type of energy do you have? You know, how are you working in these energies that we have right now? When it comes to the world, when it comes to this transition that we're going through, which way do you see yourself going? Okay? And don't go with the flow, guys. I mean, yes, go with the flow in your own life, but don't go with what everybody else is doing. Okay? Really ask yourself who you are and what you want and what is your life about. Don't base your decisions on what others are doing or what others may think of you if you do something opposite of what they expect you to. Who are you? What do you really want out of life? What are the things that you want? Why do you feel that some of those are wrong? Why are you discouraged? Why? Ask yourself these questions. And this is how we work on ourselves, and this is how we balance our masculine and feminine. You have to be brave. You have to be brave enough to face who you are and why you do and say things. And trust me, it's a little uncomfortable, but once you get the hang of it, you feel so much better. I have been doing so much self-love work recently, and I do feel so much better. Things are so much more clear to me, and I'm so glad that I'm not the same person that I used to be. It felt like a prison being who I was. And I do feel more free now, knowing myself better and knowing that I have more self-control so that I don't say things that, even though they may be teasing, they are hurtful. I don't want to do any of that anymore. All I want to do is uplift, love, and nurture and give everything I've got to all of you and everyone, this whole planet. So, alrighty, that's what I got for you guys at this time. Have a wonderful 11/11, and I'll see you guys next time.